Brew, you used to love the Clippers. We used to refer to the Clippers as your Clippers.
No, you picked them a lot of times.
And all of a sudden they were my
They were
Clippers.
your Clippers.
Are people sleeping on your Clippers?
I think they're sleeping a little bit. Now, look, obviously, on paper, Phoenix is the best team in the West. Golden State's about to make a charge. Trust me. They're about to make a charge. And then you got a group of three. The Clippers, the Nuggets, well, more than a group of three. The Mavericks, the Grizzlies, all them in there. The Clippers are in that batch, and I think the Clippers might be the team out of that batch that's the best.
Not a lot of respect.
All right, I think they have a chance to get to the Western Conference Finals. I really do. Give them a good chance, and I think Russ will help them. Like this notion that, and I've said for years,
that's what
that
I don't
Russell
understand.
Westbrook cannot lead, cannot be the number one guy on a championship team.
No.
But this notion that he can't win at all, he was the number 2 guy in Oklahoma City, and they were, hold on, let me finish.
Sorry.
They were consistently one of the best teams in the league. They beat Tim Duncan in the playoffs.
Duncan.
But hold on. I'm not going back that far.
That's 7 years
When
ago.
he was in Houston, that Houston team with James Harden, especially over the second half of the season, Westbrook played tremendously, and they were good. They got beat by LeBron and AD.
How about
no
UCLA with
shame
Kevin
in
Love?
that. Okay? No, but Houston wasn't that long. Nick always tells us the bubble was just
It was
a couple
3 years
ago.
ago.
All right. My point is, Russell Westbrook in Washington, how long ago was Washington?
I don't remember.
He put on a late season charge. It was after Houston that got them into the playoffs.
True.
All right, and they weren't that good as a team. So my point is this. Russell Westbrook off the bench.
He's not
looking
gonna
at
be
him
off
as
the bench, though.
Well, they haven't decided. They haven't said that. They have not decided whether he's starting or
He has
coming
to
off
be
the
off
bench.
the bench.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
If he's off the bench,
Okay.
I love it for them. I think they need a downhill player. They need a guy to create offense for other guys. They're 25th in the league in pace. He will improve that. And Kawhi and George are the men. They need to keep Terrence Mann in the starting lineup.
They're not going to. Ty Lue or Lawrence Frank, one of the two, is on the record that they look at Terrence Mann more as like a shooting guard.
Well,
small
he's not
forward.
a true point.
Right.
There's no doubt. But neither is Russell.
Russell Westbrook is going to start. Maybe not immediately. I guarantee.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because all of the people who cover the team say that's the plan.
They've said yesterday that they haven't made a decision yet.
Okay, that he's going to start, and he's going to kill him. And Brew, this is what is baffling to me. You have said correctly that as great as he is, it could be the Iverson trajectory. And it is that. We are living it and seeing it.
AI would not come off the bench.
And Brew,
AI refused to come off the bench.
Tooth and nail to not come off the bench. And then when he did, he was so unhappy about it that in the game LeBron broke the all-time scoring record. You know who led the Lakers in shot attempts? Russ.
Was he sulking like Anthony Davis?
No, that's a different issue entirely. But here's the other problem. We all agree that this is a playoff move for them, right?
Yeah.
Can we look at what Russell Westbrook does to his teams? And I'm sorry, unlike Brew, I'm going to talk about things that have happened in the last half decade.
Oh, good.
In the playoffs. We can show you. So with the
Wizards. Wow.
Yeah.
Last half decade.
Yeah.
Didn't I mention
Yeah.
it? Rockets.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's a disaster each time. That's my point. With the Wizards, when he was on the court in the playoffs, they're outscored by 15 points. When he was off the court, they were still bad but better. With the Rockets, they were awful with them on, won the games with them off. The Thunder.
If he's playing that role, they're in trouble.
Brew, but what are we talking about?
Do you think Ty Lue can coach?
Yeah.
Then why in the world would he hand the ball to Russell Westbrook and say, go lead our team for 35 minutes when I got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George on the
I think
sideline?
that if you put Russell Westbrook on the court, he is going to be Russell Westbrook. All I have to prove that is his 15-year career. He wouldn't defer to KD. He wouldn't defer to Harden. He wouldn't defer to anyone. And
he actually did defer to Harden.
Not in a way that led to winning basketball. He can't, guys. Again, I hate to be someone that sounds like a Russell Westbrook hater because I love the player he was. And I respect the player he became, all of it. But we have nothing but volumes of evidence that he cannot contribute to winning basketball at this phase of his career.
It's because he was in a different role in all of those situations.
Bro, you're inventing a fake role.
You think they want him to be the Russell Westbrook of OKC?
No, go ahead, Wilds.
We want him to be the player that he is, the MVP,
Well, of course
the Hall
every
of Famer.
team has said that.
Well, that's Ty Lue
So
just
you
said.
think they're going to give him?
I don't know.
Ty Lue and Lawrence Frank do not know what they're doing if they're about to give Russell Westbrook the
can I ask you a
basketball
question?
and say, go
Hold
be
on.
Russ.
If he doesn't have the basketball on offense, how on earth can he help you?
He can help you in the second unit. That's my point. If he's your starting point guard,
Which he will.
and your third most important player, then they're in trouble.
Okay, well, then they're in
But
trouble.
if he's coming off the bench, he can be the third most important player if he's coming off the bench giving you 15 and 7.
But wasn't that the idea with the Lakers?
He didn't contribute to the Lakers this year?
No, he was terrible.
It was all Russell's fault.
No.
They had nothing to do with Anthony Davis not playing.
Hold on a second.
Had nothing to do with LeBron not playing
No. Bro,
and other guys that couldn't
I'm not
shoot.
going to let you do that to me.
What?
That is...
It was all Russell Westbrook in LA?
No, I at no point did I say that. But you asked me.
Did you just say that?
No, I said he was terrible. There were a lot of reasons the Lakers are in the position they're in. I am not at all putting it all on Russell Westbrook. Not in the least. But I am also not going to pretend he was part of the solution.
Well, there was no
solution. He was bad. Did you think he was good with the Lakers?
I thought this year off the bench he was okay.
Okay,
I do not think he was the problem.
I didn't say he was the problem. I said he was bad.
Well, you say he was terrible.
He was
terrible. That's the problem. Guy playing 27 minutes a night,
not the
terrible.
problem, but one of the major problems, of course.
If they use him correctly, he'll be okay.
And I guess my point is I don't think there's a correct way to use him.
Allen Iverson could have been okay off the bench had he accepted it. Westbrook's accepting it.
That's the conundrum, because I'll finish the Ty Lue quote. He said he wants him to be the MVP, the Hall of Famer, everything he brings every night, and then we just got to make sure that it's in the confines of our team.
Yeah.
It's like
And
those
he
two
also,
things don't exist.
hold on. He's saying the one stuff to make Russ feel good. We want him to Russ be Russ. They all said Russ be Russ. Be the MVP. But he said in our confines.
I know, but
and he also said if he's not helping us, I'm going to tell him. Didn't he say that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that does.
Yeah, it'll work great.
Okay,
Listen,
maybe
I'm
it'll
sure.
work. It didn't work in the same building.
This will be the time. This will be the time it's different.
Watch.
Bruise Clippers.
I'm not picking them.
I mean, it sounds like it.
No, I'm just saying they're going to be better with Russ.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.